Hi friends, welcome to today's video. We're gonna do a quick eye look using the new Anastasia Haze palette. I just got this in the mail and it looks so much prettier in person than it does in the photos. I love the packaging. Do you see how just slim and compact this is? It's small, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in your makeup bag or makeup drawer. And on the inside, you have just these really beautiful kind of cool tone vibes. I wasn't sure about this palette because of the two bottom shades, these two deep shades here, because I don't wear a lot of blue colors, a lot of navy. If I do blue, it would be a navy tone just for something different, but it's not very often. I kind of stick to my neutrals. So I was kind of liking what was happening on this top row and this middle row, and then even this kind of warm brown shade here. But these two just weren't it for me. So that's why I just didn't jump on this when it first launched. But because you guys asked, I thought I'd give you my 2 cents on it and create a look for you. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get started. I'm starting this look off with this lightest shade on that top row. That's going to be a light kind of ivory shade that I'm going to use with an eyeshadow brush right over my primer. And for primer, I like to use the Makeup by Mario cream shadow in the shade called Sandstone. It matches my skin tone pretty much exact. So I use that as a base. And I'm going to take this color and go right over the top just to kind of set that down and help with blending. For the crease, I'm going to go in with this shade here at the bottom row. It has a little bit of warmth to it. It's kind of like a light tan shade. I'm going to start with that first to create some dimension to my eyes. I'm using a BK Beauty 212 crease brush for this, taking just a little bit of that and running that right in my crease, my natural shape, not really doing anything different with the eyeshadow. And when you look at this palette, this shade that I'm using right now does appear to have some warmth, but when you put it on and blend it out, you can really see some of those kind of cool tone vibes, and that's probably why they put in this palette, because this palette is very cool tone, but it's kind of deceiving in the pan. I actually do like that because I feel like I can put this color with pretty much anything, even the blue tones. I feel like it's gonna work perfectly with that. I'm just gonna build this color up ever so slightly, just a little bit more on this outer edge, and I'm gonna blend this color out with some of those kind of cool vibes. I think I'm gonna go into maybe the shade right above it. It's kind of like a kind of grayish, almost like a pewter type shade, but it's the one right above that color that I already applied. Take a little bit of this and blend this on the outer edge, and then just a little bit more in the crease, and you can see that it adds just a little bit more gray to the crease. For the lower lashes, I'm going to start adding some of those colors. What I did was I took my brush, same 212, and kind of went right into the top shade and then right into that bottom, tap off the excess and just kind of sweep it. Just for that kind of cool tone, smoky vibe. I don't want to have a lot of brush laundry to do, so I'm going to use that same brush, and it's great because it adds color and it blends at the same time. To incorporate as many of these colors as I possibly can in today's look, I'm going to go into this shade here, which is a nice kind of cool tone shade, but it does have a subtle kind of purple undertone to it, but it's not like purple, but it has just something different to it. It's not quite completely gray. It's actually really nice. Maybe you can see it there. I'm going to use that on that 204 brush, that really small detail brush. I'm going to get a bigger mirror for this step, and I'm going to use that and add a little bit of depth right at the base of my lashes, a little bit thicker on this outer corner and thinner as I work my way towards the inner corner. I'm not going into the inner tear duct. I'm just stopping just shy of that area. With a pencil brush, this is a 207 brush from BK Beauty. I'm now going to go into the shade that's right above that color. So this is what I just put on my lower lashes. I'm going to take this kind of really cool gray color and just a little bit of that to soften and blend that bottom edge just ever so slightly on the lower lashes. Just like that. I think that looks really pretty. A nice kind of cool tone vibe to it. It's not too dark, but you can definitely layer these colors up and make them more intense to your preference and tailor that to what you like to wear. Now for the lids, I kind of want to go into that center shade. So I'm going to show you a swatch of these three in the very center. They're actually quite pretty. So it's that icy kind of white shade, then you have this really pretty kind of champagne with a hint of bronze to it. And then that bottom shade is so deceiving because it looks blue, but then it has a kind of red-brown shift to it. So it's quite nice and different, but when you look at it, it looks purple. And that's kind of something that threw me off in the photos, was that I did not realize that that was like a shifty kind of duochrome shade, which is kind of cool. But I think I'm gonna go with this color. And I'm gonna use my fingers to apply that, and that is the shade, they're actually labeled by number, so B2 is the color on that one. So I'm gonna use, whoa, that is so pigmented. Look at how pretty that looks. I didn't take that eyeshadow that I have on my lids too far out this way because I think I want to add a little bit more of some darker colors. So I'm going to switch to a Morphe M303. It's an eye packer brush that looks like that. Nice and flat, so it's going to pick up some product. And I think I'm going to start with this shade, that kind of warm tan, the first one that I used to define my crease. And I'm going to take that color and I'm going to pat that right on this outer edge just to deepen things up ever so slightly. And then of course I'm gonna blend that edge out with that same crease brush, the 212, with no additional product added to it. Just kind of soften that edge ever so slightly. Let me show you some swatches of these colors. Like these, I've used these already for today's eye look, but then this dark navy blue, those are those three going straight down on that side of the palette. Do you see how intense that blue is? Now I will say there is a little bit of a difference in feel of that color. These other mattes feel really soft, silky, buttery, but this one does feel a little bit drier. So there's gonna be a texture difference there, so know that when you purchase this. But whoa, is that pigmented? And I think that's the only shade in this palette that feels a little bit drier. And I honestly believe, she's intense. I honestly believe that that is due to the level of pigment that's being put into that specific shade. It is so dark. I'm gonna take a clean 204 brush and I'm gonna dip it into that navy blue shade. And I'm gonna use a little bit because I feel like I can definitely mess this up quickly. I'm gonna tap off the excess. And what I'm gonna do is take that blue and run that over those darker shades on the lower lashes. Again, thicker out here and thinner as I work my way to the innermost corner. Then I'm gonna go back into my pencil brush. It's the 207 brush. Nothing on it. I'm just gonna soften and blend a little bit of that color. And I feel like today is the day since I do have a top that has like dark navy blue on it, so why not? I do wanna blend this out ever so slightly, so I think what I wanna do, maybe with a little bit of this kind of, let's mix these two shades right in here, just to soften that edge out ever so slightly. And it's one of those that you may have to like trust the process because it is so intense, and I'm not used to doing these kinds of looks with color too much because I like to stick to my neutrals. It's my comfort zone, so this is different, but I think it's gonna be kind of fun. And I'm gonna blend a little bit more. Off camera, I did a couple things on this side. I'm gonna show you and do it on this side so that they match. For the inner corner, I'm gonna take that kind of icy ivory shade with a small little detail brush, a Morphe M383, and this is an eye detail brush. So taking a little bit of that. This is quite pigmented and bright, but I love this for the innermost corner. So I took that, and then I also did apply a little bit right in this inner corner and fade it up towards my lid shade. Then for eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with a dark brown eyeliner. I'm testing this out from the drugstore. This is the new NYX Epic Inky Stick. It's an angled liner that looks like that. It has a clicker at the bottom. I did this side to include in a different video. So now I'm gonna do it on this side, and I do feel like this eyeliner is quite easy to apply. It's like a gel liner. And if you like a thin, really precise, crisp line, I think you really love this formula. Okay, so now that the mascara is on, I was just kind of playing around and I took that bit of iciness that we had in the innermost corner and I just intensified it. I don't know. I was just in the mood to play and do something different. I'm doing the blue, that's already out of my comfort zone, so why not just take it a step further and do a little bit more of an intense kind of icy look. And to do that, you just kind of want to squint a little bit so you expose that skin right there. And then you could just do it with a small brush. I don't know, it's different. Who am I? Yeah, I like it. I actually think this is fun and this is different. Thank you to the subscriber that asked for my opinion on this because it caused me to do something different. I probably would have done my same neutral tones and kept it pretty safe, but this blue is different. But I'm actually liking it. And with my top, I think it looks nice. I feel like with the mascara, it definitely pulled this look together for me personally. It's kind of one of those trust the process when you use colors that are not in your comfort zone. You gotta kind of see it through and then put the mascara on and decide what you think of the overall look. Because sometimes that liner mascara are those two products that really seal the deal, and that's what happened to me today. And I honestly can see myself using this palette kind of like I did today, with those blue tones on the lower lashes, maybe this shade on the lids for something different, a different day maybe. But if you're considering this palette and you like blue tones and you like cool tones, I think you'll really enjoy it. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity here for this palette since it's small and compact. You're probably thinking 9 colors, maybe not. But yeah, there is quite a bit of variety. And I like the textures of these colors. That blue was the only one that was slightly kind of drier, but it's because of that intense pigment. Everything else blended so easily, and it looks beautiful, and the overall end result is quite nice, and the quality for Anastasia Beverly Hills is always going to be pretty great. And I like that new kind of slim packaging that they've been doing with their palettes. I think it's quite nice and different. Now, I will say, when I was looking through my collection of palettes of things that I already owned to find anything that was quite similar, the first thing that kind of stood out to me is the Makeup by Mario palette. This is the Ethereal Eyes Moonlight. This I don't think is available anymore, but I will show you. This is what the Makeup by Mario looks like, right? Do you see those kind of blue tones and those grays and those cool tones with a little hint of just a little splash of something warm to kind of ground all these cool tones? And I feel like I'm getting something kind of similar. It's not an exact dupe, but there are some similarities. So if you wanted this palette from Makeup by Mario and felt like you couldn't justify the price point, or maybe it's sold out and no longer is available and you still wanted it, this one from ABH might give you something pretty close, and that blue is pretty much almost the same if you look at it closely. So these may look like they might be similar, but they're really not. They're toppers, they're really sheer and thin, more of a transparent base to those colors. But that's just something that I noticed, a little call out, that if you wanted that palette from Mario and you just can't find it, I don't think it's available anymore. I think it was just like a limited edition thing. This is the next best thing, and it's smaller and it's also cheaper. So just get this one, and I think you'll really be happy with those kind of cool tones and those blues. And that is my overall look with this palette and my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. This is the look complete now that I've redone my lip combo. So what I had on throughout the video was a plumper from Revlon that was quite spicy. She was intense. It's worn off, my lips feel normal, but I still feel like it's kind of a little bit more intense. It's the shade called Magically Inflated in this new formula. Let me show you. It's the Photo Ready Instant Plump Serum. It really did work. So what I did was I kind of left on the residual of that serum, and I did a little bit of a lip liner. I took the new ones, the Blurfiller Blurring Contours from L'Oreal. These are brand new at the drugstore in the shade called Worth It. And I just kind of lined, and then I went over it with this product from e.l.f. These are the Glow Reviver Slipsticks in the shade called Love Slick, which is a really pretty cool tone pink. And because I'm doing the cool tone with the blue on the eyes, I thought let's pair that with a pink lip. And I actually do really like this combo. This lip combo is great, affordable, and it feels so luxurious and like high-end. And then this eye look, I feel like ties in perfectly with that. And then we have a little bit of glow from the Covergirl baked products that I use in a separate video. And you know what? I'm actually liking the way my makeup is looking today. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts of the whole look, not just the eyes. I hope this review was helpful. If you are watching and you were the one that asked for this, I hope that you enjoyed today's look. Let me know your thoughts if you're going to pick up this palette. I will link to everything down below. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.